Yo, 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 yo. AKA the Apostle. Let's talk sports, y'all. Looking at a lot of this stuff this weekend, I just feel sports fans are ungrateful. You know, I get it. Sometimes coaches and owners and GMs and players, they mess up, but golly, sometimes you gotta appreciate the things that you got. Like the way they sent away Bill Belichick last weekend was disgraceful. And then you got all these people on these platforms. Look, I know this is the day of the shock and awe and the day of the clicks and all that. So you got to say things that's glaring, but sometimes you got to put the facts in perspective. Starting with Bill Belichick, to say that it was 90% Tom and it was more Tom to him is 100% false. Go back and pull up the numbers of them first three championship years. Those are not earth-shattering numbers by Tom Brady. Half of the games he wasn't putting up, you know, earth-shattering numbers. Look at it. In 4 different Super Bowls, 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 Super Bowls, he had less than 20 points. See what I'm saying? In 4 different Super Bowls. You know what I mean? They won one Super Bowl 13-3. They won one Super Bowl 20-17. And the tie-in touchdown was a pick six by Ty Law. They lost a Super Bowl where they only gave up 17 points. You know what I'm saying? In another Super Bowl they lost. They only scored 17 points. See what I'm saying? You can't do one without the other. And then if you're going to sit there and say, well, even though they only scored 14 points, they scored the go-ahead touchdown against the Giants, and then the defense gave up a touchdown at the end. But still, if you're going to go that route, then the Super Bowl that they lost to Philly, Tom got stripped forced by Brandon Graham for a fumble, and when he had a chance to drive down and win the game. It's a give and take. It's a give and take. Bill Belichick's defense did more than their job to win half of those Super Bowls, if not more. See what I'm saying? Because even in some of the other games that Tom had better numbers, they was forcing 2 and 3 against Philly. They forced 3 turnovers. You don't win one without the other. So this notion that he got carried there just because he has a losing record outside of Tom Brady doesn't mean anything. He put the ingredients around him to build that dynasty. You know what I mean? And he instilled those teams to do their job. You cannot get those championships without him. See what I'm saying? So then the fact that, everybody will say, well, he went to Tampa Bay and took the same team that Jameis went to. That's not the same team. That's not the same team. Yes, it was 2,000-yard receivers already on the team, but then you added Gronkowski, then you added Antonio Brown, who at one point in time was the best receiver of all of football. So now you got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Antonio Brown, and Rob Gronkowski, plus Cameron Brake, who was a nice tight end as it is. It's not the same team. Not to mention you added pieces on defenses too. It's not the same team, plus Leonard Fournette. That's not the same team. Yes, Tom did a great job of winning that Super Bowl, the one without Bill and winning the one with Tampa Bay, but put the real facts in perspective. That's not the same team Jameis Winston had, and he absolutely did not win those Super Bowls without Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? I get it. We idolize people so much, just like last night. They booed Jerry Crouch in Chicago. The Michael Jordan effect. I get it. He messed up the dynasty, and they could have won a few more championships. But let's be honest, you got 6 out the deal. You got 6. You got 6 championships. And had that situation, that unfortunate situation, didn't happen with Michael Jordan's father, and he wouldn't play baseball, you probably would have had 7, even 8. You know how many sports franchises out here don't even have 1 chip? You know how many sports franchises got, maybe just 1? You got 6. And you booing this man family? Social media done made us soft. I'm sorry. Or spoiled. Either one you want to choose, but that's crazy. It's crazy to me. Pete Carroll. How do you let Pete Carroll go? Huh? The only championship you got in the history of your team is through this man? And y'all gonna give that man the boot? Wow. Or ask him to step down over time after all of that. This man took Geno Smith, a guy who everybody thought was done with the league, and made Geno Smith let Geno Smith to the playoffs after trading his franchise quarterback. away. He went and took Geno Smith. You know what I mean? And then this year they had a winning season. He had a lot going on, man. You're not gonna have a playoff season every year, but he's won way more than he lost. And again, he did the ultimate. He got a Super Bowl, the only Super Bowl in the history of your franchise. And y'all just say, that's it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Belichick deserved better. Chicago fans, y'all didn't have to boo that man. And Seattle, I think you should at least give Pete one more year to at least, see his way around. But that's me. I just think fans are made of soft. Fans are soft these days. This is AK the Apostle. Let's talk sports, y'all. One.